Vision.
Yes. So let's welcome our second story star, Miss Shraddha Nigvekar. Over to you, Shraddha. Introduce yourself and then you may take over your story.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina. And yeah, I'm Shraddha Nigvekar, KTGN, and happy to bring my story here. लेकिन story के title में थोड़ा twist है. I'm not sure what title I sent you because it was not water conservation, but it was deep water conversation.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so let's start the story. आज गीतों में गीत का सफर है, तो my story also starts with a song. Here goes. Gamze yavor, this too shall pass. Life's full of mysteries, some slow, some fast. There are good times and bad. Of this you can be sure. Nothing lasts forever. Gamze yavor. Nothing lasts forever. Gamze yavor. My earliest memory, Nana, my only memory, is that of deep, deep water engulfing me and the all-pervading darkness. It was not a cold darkness, mind you. It was quite warm. In fact, you could even say it was cozy. It was all very cozy. And I could sense my surroundings, although I could not see them. I could sense a wall all around me that sometimes I would bump into, not in a hurtful way, in a very playful way. And I floated in this water effortlessly, without a single care, no sense of time, no control over my world, just there, just being. Yet immensely, inexplicably happy, so happy. Deep, deep waters indeed. And now in this beautiful dark world of mine, in this beautiful darkness, I was not alone. I could sense and sometimes even feel another just like me. And that other me sometimes clutched at my tight fist as if for support, or sometimes just brushed past my cheek or bumped slightly into my shoulder. That other me was also floating around in this deep, dark water, I suppose. And we were there together. We both rested and were awake in spasms of time. We didn't even realize. Sometimes in turns, taking turns, and sometimes awake together. And when we were awake together, we had so much fun because we used to splash around in that water and kick about and create such a ruckus. And oh my goodness, there was a low rumble that vibrated through that water. This was the life. The life, I tell you, the whole purpose of life. No care, no worry, nothing. Just floating in peace and harmony and love and happiness until we started to grow and we couldn't float as easily anymore. You know, there was less space, it seemed. And we grew and grew. And then we realized that we were coming close to the time that we were going to be delivered from all of this. And that's when that deep water conversation started in my thoughts. That other me was speaking to me directly in my thoughts. And that other me said, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" But of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we are here just preparing ourselves for what comes later. Nonsense, exclaimed that other me. There is no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be? I don't know, I said, but there must be more light than there is here. And maybe we will walk with our legs and maybe eat with our mouths. And maybe we have all these other senses that we don't even understand or know of in here. That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible. We only know how to swim. And eating, did you say eating with our mouths? Seriously? Absurd. What are you thinking? The umbilical cord, that is what scientifically supplies us with all the nutrition, the oxygen, everything that we need. But it's far too short, It's not going to reach all the way with us after delivery. So, life after delivery, my friend, from this deep water, when we're delivered from here, logically not possible. Has to be excluded. There is no life after delivery. Now, I had no answer, to this because that other me had put me in really, really deep thought. When suddenly an idea started to grow in my mind. And I rushed to share it with the other me. I said, hey, what if it's just different than what it is like in here? What if life after delivery is different and we don't need this physical cord anymore to survive? Okay, said the other me. Well, okay, tell me this. Okay, tell me this. If there is life after delivery, why has no one ever come back in here after delivery? Ever. Nobody ever has come back to tell us about life after delivery. I'll tell you. Delivery is the end of life. And after delivery, there is oblivion and silence and nothing. But surely at least we will meet Mother and she will take care of us. Mother? You actually believe in Mother? Well, if Mother exists, where is she now? Do you see her? It's all dark. Where is she? No. She is all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world, this deep, beautiful, beautiful dark water would not exist. It could not exist. I don't see her. So logically, she does not exist. She is not here. Don't raise your hopes. Be sensible. And I was being sensible because I knew somewhere in my heart that this was true. And then I told exactly that to that other me. I told that other me, I said, sometimes when we are both in complete, utter silence, you can perceive Mother's presence. And if you listen with your heart and your entire body and very, very carefully, very focused, you can hear her loving voice calling you from above. And I will end my story there. This was Deep Water Conversation. And I'd like to acknowledge that this story is a parable that I found online, and I will be sharing the link. And also there is a Rumi poem that is combined with this story. And the original song, Gamze Ya Vor, is by folk song artist and storyteller Joni Kalem. And let me say that song one more time, and I'll read a little bit of the poem for you too. Gamze Yavor, this too shall pass. Life's full of mysteries, some slow, some fast. There are good times and bad. Of this you can be sure. Nothing lasts forever. Gamze Yavor. Nothing lasts forever. Gamze Yavor.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Cute. The
Keep
poem
guessing.
by Rumi, if I may just, if I have time, if I can read that out very quickly.
Yeah.
It's called Wean Yourself. Because, leaving your comfort zone and taking charge of a new environment is something that is intrinsically very human, that makes us human. Being able to adapt and, wean yourself off of something that you're used to, move, adapt. This is all very human. So I really feel this poem talks to me. It says this: little by little, wean yourself. This is just the gist of what I have to say. From an embryo whose nourishment comes in the blood, move to an infant drinking milk, to a child with solid food, to a searcher after wisdom, to a hunter of more invisible game. Think how it is to have a conversation with an embryo. You might say, the world outside is vast and intricate. There are wheat fields and mountain passes and orchards in bloom. At night, there are millions of galaxies, and in sunlight, the beauty of friends dancing at a wedding. You ask the embryo why he or she stays cooped up in the dark with eyes closed. Listen to the embryo's answer carefully. The embryo says, there is no other world. I only know what I have experienced. You, with your talk of fields and sunlight, you must be hallucinating. And that was Rumi's poem.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Shraddha. You kept the audience guessing actually what the story was. So even this song must have